Claude Skills 2.0 is insane. Here's everything you need to know. You've been using Claude the same way every single day. Type a prompt, get an answer, repeat. And every time you're starting from zero. No context, no memory of how you work, no shortcuts. You're leaving so much time on the table. But there's a feature that changes all of this, and most people have no idea it exists. Hey, I'm Paisley, your AI educator here to show you how to actually use AI tools in your work. Today we're going deep on one of the most powerful, most underused features in Claude right now. It's called Skills. And the recent updates have made it seriously impressive. By the end of this video, you'll know what skills are, how the new Eval system works, how to build your own skill, and how to use this in your actual workflows. Stick around because the step-by-step part is coming, and you don't want to miss it. Here's the simplest way to think about skills. When you hire a new team member, you don't just hand them a keyboard and say go. You onboard them. You give them your process. Skills is how you onboard Claude. Instead of explaining your workflow every single conversation, you package it up once. Claude reads it and applies it automatically, every time. No more copy-pasting your process into every chat. No more repeating yourself. There are two types of skills. The first is a capability uplift skill. This teaches Claude something it can't do consistently on its own, like placing text at exact coordinates in a PDF or running a specific data validation process. The second is an encoded preference skill. This doesn't give Claude new abilities. It sequences what Claude already knows, but your way. Your NDA review process, your sprint planning format, your brand writing guidelines. Claude could figure it out, but now it does it your way every time. Anthropic ships 4 pre-built skills inside Claude already: PowerPoint, Excel, Word, and PDF. If you've ever asked Claude to build a presentation or spreadsheet, these are already working in the background. You don't turn them on manually. They're active as long as you have code execution turned on. There's also a skills directory at claude.com connectors, a library of professionally built skills from platforms like Notion, Figma, and Atlassian. These plug directly into the tools you're already using. You browse, download, and upload to your Claude settings. Instead of starting from scratch, you grab something already built and tested by the platform itself. Now here's the part most people miss: how skills actually load. There are 3 levels. Level 1 is metadata, always loaded at startup, about 100 tokens. Just the skill name and description so Claude knows the skill exists. Level 2 is the full instructions. This only loads when your request matches the skill, under 5,000 tokens. Claude isn't loading instructions that aren't relevant. Level 3 is your bundled resources and scripts, only loads when needed. And when Claude runs a script from your skill, the script code never enters the context window. Only the output does. That's wildly efficient. You can pack a skill with dozens of files, templates, and scripts, and it won't slow Claude down unless it actually needs them. Anthropic calls this progressive disclosure. Every skill needs a SKILL.md file. At the top is a short block with 2 required fields, a name and a description. Name has to be lowercase letters, numbers, and hyphens, max 64 characters. The description is the most important field. It tells Claude when to use the skill. Too broad and it fires when it shouldn't. Too narrow and it never fires. Spend time on this. Below that are your instructions. Step by step, clear, specific. The more precise, the more reliably Claude follows it. You can also bundle reference materials, templates, CSV files, brand assets, and scripts that Claude runs without the code ever touching your context window. Package the whole thing as a zip file and upload it to customize skills. If that sounds like too much work, you don't have to do any of it manually. Anthropic added a conversational way to build skills. You just describe your process to Claude. Upload any relevant files. Claude asks follow-up questions about what good output looks like and when you'd use the skill. Then it builds the whole package for you to download and activate. No technical background needed. You describe how you work, Claude formalizes it. When I was first getting into AI workflows, figuring out which tools actually save time versus which ones just looked impressive was the hardest part. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. With over 2,000 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works, it helped me cut through a lot of noise. Real use cases, real workflows, real results from people in the same situations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, the link is in the description. Now, the new Eval System. This is the big update. Up until now, building a skill was a guessing game. Write some instructions, test it manually, tweak it, hope it works. Fine for personal use, but for teams or critical workflows, that's not good enough. Evals are automated tests for your skill's behavior. You define test prompts that represent real scenarios. You describe what good output looks like. Claude evaluates whether the skill hits the mark, then you iterate. The new version goes further. Skills now support parallel evaluation, multiple agents running tests simultaneously in isolated contexts. This matters because when tests run one after another, earlier tests can contaminate later ones. Separate agents mean every test is clean and independent. There are also comparator agents that run A/B tests between two versions of a skill without knowing which is which. No bias. A clean answer to whether your changes actually improve things. This connects directly to auto-refinement. One of the biggest challenges with skills is getting the description right. If it's wrong, the skill fires when it shouldn't, or never fires at all. The skill creator now analyzes your description against real test prompts and suggests edits that reduce both problems. Anthropic's own testing showed improved triggering accuracy in 5 out of 6 document creation skills. There's also automatic regression detection. As Claude models update, previously working skills can sometimes behave differently. The Eval system catches this before it hits your actual workflows. This is the shift from skills as informal instructions to skills as reliable, tested, production-grade tools. Last big thing, composability. You can now chain skills together for multi-step workflows, a data cleaning skill, a reporting skill, a stakeholder email skill. Chain them and Claude cleans the data, generates the report, and drafts the update in one run. Skills are modular. They're designed to stack. Real examples of what people are building. A CRM automation skill that creates contacts and updates opportunities. A legal review skill that flags risky clauses against your standard terms. A sprint planning skill that calculates velocity and generates planning docs. An SEO content skill that structures for search intent while keeping brand voice. You can even build a skill reviewer skill, a skill that evaluates your other skills and suggests improvements. Skills that build better skills. Quick note: skills are available on Claude.ai for Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise plans via the API and in Claude Code. Just know they don't sync across surfaces automatically. A skill on Claude.ai needs to be separately uploaded if you want it via the API too. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. If this was useful, hit subscribe because we go deep on AI tools every week. See you in the next one.